It's all recorded.
What's up, YouTube?
What's going on?
What are we doing today?
Oh
yeah, Tap That App. It's Tap That App Day. It's Tuesday. We're in Orange County. We're about to work on some tap. So if you saw the last vlog 10, we were working on the pitch deck. So we kind of got that done. We sent it off. We actually spent some time, or we went to the product hunt meetup in Hollywood last week. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, got to meet Ryan Hoover.
We got to meet Ryan Hoover. Told him about the pitch, and he said he would take a look at it. So we'll see what happens. We're still gonna crank, and hopefully get some movement there. We also met with Josh from Agentcast last week. He came by.
Yeah.
We worked on his pitch deck, so kind of in pitch mode right now.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna be in the Bay Area this week working on at a startup, and then we'll be at Startup Grind next week. Silicon Valley. So lots of stuff going on. Stay tuned.
See you. It'd be fun to have some sort of thing where it's like a People's Choice Award. So we wouldn't be the ones voting on it. It would be sort of like, hey, submit. We'd probably have select finalists. But then there'd be some sort of People's Choice Award. So let's say that we pick 5 startups, LA startups, that have submitted applications, and then we open it up for voting, and they get like a trophy or something, and some recognition. Sort of like what Product Hunt does with their Kitty Cat Awards or whatever it is. I mean, it's just a way to sort of get attention to some of these startups and sort of validate the platform, right? So this is sort of like founders are voting for the best startups, or the startups of the year kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Just as it's really just, that would sort of be our way of also marketing, getting attention. Like, instead of saying, hey, join this community, like, hey, vote. Have you voted for the best LA, LA's newest early stage startup?
Right.
And you can have different classes. You can have pre-revenue, pre-venture capital.
Right.
Have some stuff like that. So People's Choice, or actually, I don't want to change it to instead of People's Choice, like Founder's Choice. Again, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be like founders helping founders. Conference.
Eventually, yeah.
Right? Go Founder Conference. And then look at this, Go Founder Foundation. A nonprofit organization that raises money for its own investment fund. Right? Sort of like its own crowdsourcing, crowdfund. Puts on events and conferences to help founders and make new ones. Founders helping founders community. Founders helping inspire and teach people to become founders. So assistance and outreach. Again, that's more of a long-term kind of thing, but I don't really know of too much like that, No. And I like that sort of work versus some of this stuff, this news stuff, especially with this site now having gone live.
Yeah, there's competition in that.
There is, and these guys are just going to crush it. They're already, in the short time they've been up, I've been reading up this stuff, and they fucking do their homework, dude. Like, they go, they talk, it's not just reading off of press releases. which is what a lot of those sites do. They just, all right, someone sent us a press release, let's just change a couple things and post it as a story.
Right.
You know, like this is actually investigative journalism.
I think Grow Founders kind of overlaps there.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely. It makes it a
if
very.
this thing starts to get some legs, you're like, well, we want to do something for kids, so
Yeah.
here's this thing we've been playing around with. Who wants to get involved?
Right.
Then you get some real other founders helping out, getting involved. So it's just not the weight. The weight of it isn't on us,
No.
but now it's a community of people that are like,
Yeah.
I love this.
Right.
Like, let's do this.
Yeah. Help founders helping founders. Even
Yeah.
like brand, baby founders,
Yeah.
right? And what are you doing? You're helping grow founders.
Grow Founders. Yeah.
You know.
I like it.
So because what I felt like what would be helpful is if we had probably some more like a broader vision and some bigger ambitions for Go Founders, so that
Rather
it's
than
not,
just a bunch of happy hours.
Yes.
With no vision.
because that's kind of what it felt like when
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I was like, I don't want to just repeat what we did because we'll burn out.
Yeah.
So having some different objectives and stuff seemed
Right.
like the right
And the
thing.
truth is, we didn't get much out of it. Even the ones we did.
Right. From a
the
business
whole-
perspective.
From a business.
Yeah. So, and I think in some ways it's less us interjecting ourselves and allowing other people to sort of take the ball. You know,
Yep.
I think that'll help.
So I say we let's put on the calendar
Yeah.
at least the next two. The next one here and then the next one over there.
Right. I mean, it'd be great if we just did like one a month, so like have one in February, one in March, something like that. Or is that too often?
One a month? Too often?
Yeah. Like one
No, I was thinking one here, one there.
each month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're different. One's LA,
Yeah.
one's
They're
Orange
not.
County.
Yeah, it's so true. Fuck it. I mean, let's try it. So, let's see.
So we're gone next week, right?
Yeah.
And then I would say this week we could try.
The week we're back?
Maybe like Thursday in Redondo or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Actually, let me see here. Because they actually have... Let me put this on. We Are Tech LA calendar.
Yeah.
So here we go. These freaking guys. Pitch to room full of investors. With SF's Pitch Global at WeWork Playa. A room full of investors.
Don't hate the playa, man.
Don't hate the playa, hate the game. Come on, a room full of investors. You know full well there's like 2 people there.
And guess what? They're not going to invest.
And they're not going to give you shit.
LA?
Uh-huh.
Branding? What else is unique?
It's LA. What do you mean?
Make it an LA, like
Oh.
another LA accelerator. Like just, the Sightbox Factory obviously it just says for startups, but like it's for LA startups.
I see.
You know?
Yeah.
So it seems exclusive,
Yeah.
which is obvious because we're here, but it just being. Branding, design.
Right.
What else is unique about it?
Well, you'll get a prototype. You'll get a pitch deck.
This you just mean a clickable, right?
Yeah.
Is what these guys are clowning.
It's probably a web app, if that. You know what I mean? Probably building like one of these no-code web apps or React.
Or an XD prototype.
Could be, yeah. So maybe prototype MVP. I mean, we could, or maybe we don't even touch that.
I don't know. What else? Office hours or office space?
Office space, yeah. Absolutely. I'm sure we can do a mentor network. I mean, we just call up the people that we've been working with and say, hey,
Yeah.
want to come mentor? Hey, Ed,
Yeah.
want to jump in?
Heidi,
Yeah.
Ed. Is there a way to incorporate the GoFounders thing we're doing?
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about what they're doing is they're doing a demo day. So it could be something like that. A pitch event or a demo day. What do you think for GoFunders?
I was just thinking because we're gonna do pitch nights.
Yeah.
These guys can be a part of it technically without doing this, but it's something exclusive that we can make it sound.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like. I don't know. I have to think that.
Yeah.
Think through that a little bit.
Okay.
If we were the startup, if we were Tap,
Uh-huh.
we didn't have design. Like, if this was development instead of design,
Yeah.
what would draw us in to be like, this is perfect. This is a gift.
Well, that's what I'm looking at, like that, right?
Yeah.
Like.
And then the other question is, the application process. So, what's the criteria, right? So, early stage, right? Or does it matter what stage they're in?
I don't think it's gonna matter, but I think it's. Yeah. No, keep going.
I'm just thinking. I'm trying to decide what to. Okay, equity.
Yeah.
What's the percentage, and then what's the fee,
Yeah.
and then what's the discount? So let's set it up a little bit like Stubbs did. Not only did we have a fee that had to cover certain expenses for formation and all those things.
Yeah.
What's the fee, and then what are we saying the fee is for?
Right.
And then the equity, what equity are we taking?
Mm-hmm.
And then, or can this be a combination of, like, depending on the startup, we might take more here,
Yeah.
a little bit less, and then in some cases, depending on the risk, we say, well, you qualify for this level. If we have like levels, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Then we could say, yeah, like level 1 is it's like more equity,
Yeah.
less cash. Level 2 would be less equity, more cash, something like that.
Yeah.
And then if we really like someone, we could say no cash,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yeah. All equity.
All equity.
I like that. Yeah.
this would be like what's the discount for
Ongoing.
services ongoing
Yeah.
as a member of the factory or whatever.
Yeah.
I think this could be anywhere from, I don't know, I'm just thinking of 1 to 10%
Mm-hmm.
equity. And then I think this needs to be between 25. What did we paid about that much,
Oh yeah.
right?
Easy. Ended up paying like 4 or 5, 8.
Really?
Yeah. The stubs.
No, but I mean up front, not what we ended up paying.
Oh.
But like when we got in, when we applied and they said we were selected, they sent us the paperwork and they said we had to pay
Yeah, that's right.
something. It was somewhere in that range.
Yeah, you're right. It was 2,500. One thing I say here, it says mentorship, but I actually want to add a curriculum here. Say curriculum or
Let's call it.
see curriculum. Yeah. And then or it's training. So think of it this way. Because I even talked to the guy, one of the startups at the Product Hunt thing, and I told him, I was like, we're sort of pitching this idea to him. And I was like, what we do is we do all this stuff, but in the process, as an accelerator, we train you. We teach you about marketing. We teach you about, this kind of stuff, so that when you go out after us, you're educated. You're a good client. And here's how I see that ecosystem going. Is it like, imagine if this works, right? And we get, let's say we take 5 in a quarter. Okay, so we have quarterly applications and rolling things, just like Accelerator. So Q1, we get 5. We get 5 startups. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be great if we can get this many, right? So we get these 5, and then from here we work with them for a quarter. That's along the, maybe 3 months. 3 months is enough time, I think, to bang some of this stuff out, right? So after that, let's just say in Q2 then, we get another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, these are all new startups. But a couple of these, we say, hey, look, you're doing great, and they have some cash. Maybe they've been able to raise around. They get to move then over here, and then we have. What I'm thinking is we have basically the ongoing, like an ongoing package, just like they've got, right? So it's like, well, it's great. All this is done. Check. What's left? Now it's this sort of marketing thing, and then we have 1 or 2 here, and then Q3, same thing. We get 5 more here, but now we add to this. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this marketing thing. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's sort of like we're building up our own thing, like our own pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
We're creating our own clients. And we say, because this is, to me, like, this is where I really want us to kind of focus, is if we can get, because like, let's say right now, we have about 5 startups, and we could call that we could say that's our first cohort, like Q0, and we say, look, we've got these, some of them we want to convert, right? So, into sort of an ongoing thing. But then we need to kind of refill it. But what I want to be able to do is say, we've taken at least some of these and we furthered them, right? It's not like hey, we're done, see you later. But we've turned them into like ideal clients, right? Because what I would love is to say this is like early stage, and imagine then we have this group that's seed round, then we eventually get to, Series A, Series B. But we've taken them that whole way, right? And at this point now, if they can make it up to this seed round, well then we're gonna be able to charge for our services. We're gonna make even more here, right? And then it sort of works its way up. Versus, let me say this, and this is again thinking through that pipeline, versus us trying to just jump up here right now. We can, and we're going to keep trying for this. But how much easier would it be in some ways to have people who've already worked with us, who love working with us, and then graduate them up to that level?
Yeah.
So the reason I say that is this isn't a goal in and of itself. This is a means to an end, right? It's business development versus, because if this were just what we were going to do, we would just go broke,
Yeah, 2,500 at the top is only.
I mean, if we had 5, what's that?
It's $12,000
Yeah, for 3 months.
for a quarter.
Yeah.
That's not gonna do much.
No, it's not at all. But that's also why it's important to sort of vet them and say, okay, do we feel like this has that potential, to be not only a viable startup, but a potential client for us as we go forward? Or are they just going to peace out? Like, is there good chemistry and you feel like they're good?
Here's another idea: is that we charge this.
Yeah.
And then we let them carry that into here, into services. So if you graduate into this level 2,
it's like a credit.
Yeah, so you don't lose it. Like it's not like a fee for. So what we're doing is we're charging. What we're getting for all this is equity.
Yeah.
Which most.
And a little bit of insurance policy that they take it serious. Because if it's free, then they're just gonna flake.
Yes. And this is just like. It's almost like escrow.
Yeah. It is. It's like an escrow. Yeah.
And if they peace out, well then.
So what? Yeah, it wasn't meant to be.
Or they suck and they just,
they flake.
But if you make it through, or whatever services we're doing here ongoing, you've got a credit because now we're getting paid for all the things, for all the stuff they need to do.
Exactly. I like it. And I'm thinking what we do, and again, I'm sort of saying marketing, because I think if we think of it, this is the thing, like, I do see branding and stuff as being more of a project, right? You got your logo, you're done. Like, we can't keep selling branding over and over again, right? So we call it a branding accelerator. Right? Accelerator. But then you move into incubator, a marketing incubator. Accelerators the time's limited.
Yeah.
Incubators, no. Incubators kind of
It's ongoing.
It's ongoing. So we start you here, and you graduate to here.
Yeah.
But you can't start here. You got to start here,
Yeah.
right? And then this is just ongoing. Essentially, it's like a retainer, but it's a clever way of sort of talking to founders about packages and services, wrapping it in a accelerator and incubator package, but offering what do you call them, value adds in the process. So it's not just simply, yes, you could come in to us and pay that money and get some stuff, but you're not going to get any of this, In fact, you're probably going to have to pay more because we wouldn't have any equity. And we're not vetting you. You're just a client. Typically, we're just going to, as long as you can pay.
Yeah.
But I think this, I love, so I think this is digestible and it's marketable. Just like that guy. I mean, like you're saying, it just reads like, and it got me, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize, until I clicked that little mouse type at the bottom. Love it. One, two. Yes, sir.
It works. It's a major hack.
Freaking major hack. That's exactly what it does. It's a major hack. That's why I like it. Because it just feels like it's like we're hacking it. But dude, think of it this way. The Pre-Accelerator. What is the Pre-Accelerator? But this. For a law firm. A tech law firm. And does anyone question their legitimacy?
No.
No. Nobody questions.
Even before they were giving money, there were too many applicants.
Yes. Does anybody look at them sideways and be like, you guys are just a law firm that does tech. So really what you're doing is.
No, because they sold out. They put a space.
And they had Heidi. Right?
And they had enough mentors that they could provide value once a week.
Right. But they didn't start there.
No.
Right? They started with a one-room thing at their office. I think they gave it a conference room, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So they did that for a while before they sort of graduated to a full-on thing. Why can't we? You know? And I mean, the law stuff is interesting, but damn, dude, imagine. Like, I never feel like...
They could have got those services anywhere.
Exactly.
You can't get this.
No, and on top of that, like, can you even see what the law firm really does? I mean, it's formation, it's basic stuff.
Yeah.
So you create a Delaware S Corp, great. You know, like, yeah, like you said, anyone can do that, and the perceived value isn't really there, right? It wasn't as if Louis was there every day, like, guys, let's look at your shit. Let me look at your term sheets. Let me, you know, like, they really didn't get that helpful.
No.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like, hey, by doing this, you're going to get a free legal package and all this shit's going to get done. We're going to have your employee contracts, we're going to have your founder agreements, we're going to have all this stuff. Still don't have that shit. So it's like, for us, we're like, look, we're going to make it, it's part of the deal. Guaranteed, right? Some good ass shit. Design, pitch decks, prototypes, plus office space, demo day, mentorship, curriculum and training, right? Free of charge. Free of charge. You know, a $50,000 value. You know?
Yes, sir.
And now, honestly, too, like, I think this pricing is pretty reasonable because what we're basically saying is, look, on a good day, you'd get that for this much.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's still underpricing it. That still requires equity. Like, if you're going to just pay it out of the pocket, you got to double, triple that. Because this stuff takes time.
Sure.
So.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. And then, yeah, let's look for a community manager. Blast it. And then get Go Founder events. Tell them to come on down. We got events. I'm gonna put that on there.
We can sell this to. We can have the co-founder members apply.
Yes.
So, oh, by the way, we have an accelerator.
Right. I think you'd be a good. Yeah. We think you guys.
If they're not a direct client, you know. If we see a client opportunity, then it's likely that from the ones we've met, they're not there yet.
They're not there yet. Right.
So this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, this is business development. This is like building the grassroots way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still think, yes, we need to kind of figure out again, like how do we attempt this stuff? Like how do we get these further along startups? But that, I think Suzette's going to help with that. I think Claudio's going to help with that. And that's part of what we do too. But we have to have this like machine working to just, or at least we should invest in this machine.
Yeah.
Because if we,
isn't there websites that where you can list your accelerator?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, wasn't there one like F6 or something?
F65 or whatever it's called, and I'm sure AngelList has a list of accelerators. Yeah. And I don't give a shit. There's no qualifications for accelerator. It really isn't. It's not. It's a loosely used term.
Right.
So. Yeah, let's do it, man.
And unless we come up with something more clever, the Sightbox Factory seems to fit.
Yeah. It says it. You know.
Yeah,
we get
having the fact that it's the
Sightbox.
agencies.
Yes.
Accelerator.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to create something new in that way.
Right.
So far out that
where people would be like, I see.
Right, sort of like this version 1 where
exactly.
you're kind of like, okay, you know, or even the pre-accelerator, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, you masked it, but let's be honest, this is who you really are, you know.
So let's start we could start with a doc.
Yeah.
Write it all. Write the whole business plan down.
Yep.
Just short and concise.
Yep.
And then let's build our marketing materials off of that. Our website. Our website stuff. Like redoing the factory website.
Yeah.
To sort of have this. And then how does the Sightbox website include that? Like, maybe it's a call to action in one of the panels.
Yeah.
Like,
apply now.
Apply now. Like, we have an accelerator, applications opening, whatever. And then what's our social strategy? Maybe we throw a few bucks at some ads.
Yeah.
In LA, startup founders.
Right. And maybe we make it a goal to have our first class Q2.
Q2.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Starting April 1st kind of thing.
Yeah.
That gives us, a month and a half. Yeah, push it, advertise,
Which means that applications will be, you have to close the application process by, what's the app window then? So we'd have to probably get at least two weeks before this to have it.
Maybe,
decided.
or a week, I think we can do whatever we think makes sense.
So we can open it in March then.
Oh yeah, I think we need to. March 1st to
No, March to April
20.
20.
Oh no, it's got to start in April, right?
Oh yeah, so it's gotta be.
Just for the month of March.
Let's say March 1 to March 25th or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That gives us a few days to select.
Yep.
So then our goal is then we have to have all this done before
March 1st.
before this.
Yeah. I just said this month.
And if we've gotta, promote it, and we gotta promote it days before that, so they're not like, oh shoot, we didn't open.
Yeah. And just probably just run it the whole month. And,
Yeah.
You know.